Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody, welcome. Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today. Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
And me, Banshee. Hey, welcome to Thursday night's show.
Indeed. Happy Thursday.
Yes.
What?
You said, is it Thursday or you
I
said happy?
Happy Thursday.
Okay, I'm sorry, Mr. O. All right, so my ears are bad already as we start the show. I hope everybody's had a good week up to now. We've got a new camera tripod for our card cam, so hopefully no more little glitches. And it's got legs that are a little bit thicker, so hopefully you know who can't knock it down as much. Right, Mr. O?
You know who, yes.
I'm talking about you. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, thank you very much.
Oh, you're very welcome. So, hey, let's start off with, if I can find it, where'd I put it, our card for the collective tonight.
All right.
Glad your tech difficulties are, well, we'll see. We had a few tech difficulties earlier, but we
That's what I mentioned, and that's what they're reacting to.
Oh, okay. I didn't read the chat. Sorry. But at any rate, we did get a video cut today. We'll be doing an unboxing of a deck, one of the decks I'll be using tonight, and I'll show that in a minute. But anyway, for now, we are using MJ Culinane's Urban Crow Tarot for a card for the collective. And Sunny is in the house.
Well, you know, this new cam is probably going to be less used for cat cam.
Really? Oh.
Kara won't like that.
Oh.
Well,
you could move it around to catch him, can't you?
Oh, wait a minute. I have a better idea.
Oh, it does have a little twisty-turny thing, right?
Keep going.
Okay, I'll keep going. I'm shuffling. Shuffling for the collective.
Don't look at me.
I'm not. I'm looking at Sunny. Hi, Sunny. Silly boy.
Oh, there we go.
Ah, there. There he is.
No zoom feature, but...
Nice.
Sort of.
I should have had him wave to the audience. All right, let me cut. Yes, Sonny. And have Mr. O draw the card.
Today was a pretty frantic day in a lot of ways besides that. Upright, right?
Yes, that's correct.
And we have territory.
Ooh, interesting card.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, maybe. Can I have the book?
Yes, you can.
Ah. Well, you know, it's true. Crows are very territorial. And MJ says, in my neighborhood, we have distinct groups that will not hang out too long on a block that is not theirs.
Really?
Territory indicates that someone may be entering your space uninvited, or that you may be the one who is the intruder. This card may also ask if you are protecting something out of concern that someone may be trying to step on your toes or take over something you cherish.
Wow, this is almost larger than life.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Doesn't it sound like Ukraine right now?
A little bit.
I know, territory. All about, encroaching on people's space.
So that's our card for the day.
Don't encroach on people's space is my advice, but also set your own boundaries. You know, don't let people in who are not, who do not have your best interests at heart. Set your boundaries. That's, I think, the message of that.
So Banshee mentioned the new Pulp Tarot, which you will see here for the first time.
Did I mention it? I said I had a new deck, but I did not mention it yet. But go ahead.
Well, I was only using it as a way to introduce what I was showing.
Okay, what are you showing?
So I wasn't really here to steal your thunder.
Okay.
Okay. And I have the Tarot of the Mermaids.
That's an old deck.
I didn't say I was introducing new decks. I was just sort of using it as a way to say, and this is what I'm showing today.
Okay.
Are you sure?
What else you got? Moving along.
You're both against me? What? I feel picked on by ladies.
Aww.
Okay, I don't. I also have the Secret Tarot. The Secret Tarot, and that's the Knight of Pentacles. He looks like an orc.
Dashing Knight of Pentacles.
No, he's not very dashing. He looks
gosh.
kind of like an orc. Look at him. Don't you think he looks sort of mean?
He looks a little gruff for the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, I'll give you that. I don't know about orc, but he looks kind of haggard.
And then finally I have my Tarot of the Ancestral Path. And that's the Chariot.
Beautiful. Nice.
Okay, so what you got, Banshee? I guess I already scooped one of them.
Sigh, sigh. Well, yes, I have the Pulp Fiction Tarot, which I'm not going to be using all night, but for some readings. There is the Six of Cups in that deck.
It's the Pulp Tarot, not
yes,
the Pulp Fiction.
I keep saying
Tarot.
Pulp Fiction.
You did.
But it is, thank you, it is the Pulp Tarot by Todd Ascott, I believe is Alcott.
Alcott.
And it's a very, very cool deck based on some of the commercial and artwork, as well as the artwork for comics and magazines, say in the, 20s through 50s, with some in the 60s and 70s.
Or emulating the styles from that era.
Yeah, it's very, very cool and fun deck. Also, I have the Tarot at the End of the Rainbow again. And that is the King of Pentacles in that deck, I guess. Cups.
It's the Queen.
Cups. It's the Queen. I couldn't see.
Well, it looks like a queen.
It does. It's the Queen. Sorry about that. Who else?
It's been such a long day.
Yeah, it has. And then I have, the cute Page of Swords. I really like this one in the Grimalkin Tarot, and I'll tell you why.
Wow.
Because look at him. He's chatting. He's just yakking away at the birds, and that sword is right there because it's reminding us that the Page of Swords is about communication.
He's a chatterbox.
He's a chatterbox. It's very cute. Very, very cute. And...
All right, so let's get going.
No, I have one more.
One more?
I have the Mystical Cat Tarot.
Oh,
and that is the Seven of Fire or Wands in that deck. And then we'll be using our trusty Lenormand tiles again. And there's the Stork in that deck, ready to fly off and bring change or new beginnings.
Yeah, Cara, that was like baby Sunny squawking at the birds.
No, it was kind of a gray cat. It reminds me of
I thought it
Nefer...
looked orange.
No, it didn't. But Nefertiti.
May I see it again, please?
Yeah, you may. Oh! No, you can't.
I wonder why.
I stand corrected. It is an orangey cat like Sunny.
All those friends who said, well, there was only one of them who said, Obi's colorblind. They really meant you, didn't they?
Maybe. I'm not colorblind.
Hi, Angel Mary.
Oh, hey, Angel Mary. Good to see you. We'll get you on the list.
I think they already were here, yeah.
Oh, were they?
Yeah,
Oops.
I think so.
They are.
Yeah.
They're second.
Yeah. So let's get going.
Let us go. I should leave that up there in case Angel Rivera came. Then I would have had Angel written down for him. Okay. Anyway, let's roll. Let's roll with the show.
So Estelle is first.
Without further ado, Estelle, you are up. Libra's here.
Yes, Libra's
Libra
here.
is third. At least on my list, I'll have to check. Estelle, Angel Mary, Libra, Raman Deep, Lisa Yu, and Kara, and then Violet Lotus. General and love for 2022. Okay.
Mermaids?
Yeah.
We'll use the mermaids.
How do you want to do it?
I don't know.
Do you want to do
3
2
cards?
and 2?
Okay.
2 for general, 2 for love?
Sure.
And then maybe we'll do a Lenormand for each.
Sounds good.
We gotcha, so. All right. Yeah, Sonny's tired out from all our activity today. No. We had to run out and get my meds. That's about a 40-minute drive to the cancer pharmacy. But all was well. It was a really smooth ride, actually. And we beat any bad weather. They said we were going to get rain today, but we never did. So that was good.
Just a little.
Yeah. But I can't believe how cold it's getting this weekend and into next week. I think it's Sunday or Monday night. The temperature is going to go down in March to 18 degrees. 18 degrees. That's crazy.
That's March.
I'm not happy. No, it's not. I don't recall March going down in the teens. No.
I remember snowing in April.
Well, I remember snow because snow can happen in the 30s or the 20s.
Okay, so one, 2, 2.
All right. Wow. So it was general and love.
All right.
So it's kind of interesting, Estelle. Let's take a look at what we have here. For the general reading, we have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is upright. And we have the Three of Swords reversed. This is a very interesting combination here, Estelle, for the general reading. And I kind of get the feeling that this indicates a healing is taking place. It could be emotional healing from heartache or setbacks or loss or disappointments of some sort. It could be a physical healing. You know, perhaps you'll be a little under the weather in 2022, but you will recover. You will be on the path to healing.
Right, and this may not characterize the whole year. It may just be what's coming up soonest. It seems to me like some of this is also going to be emotional healing too. There may be some physical aspects, but I think there's also emotional healing too. And it may be that the best way to do this is to just kind of remove yourself from what is most effective or irritating to this condition. So the idea of the Four of Swords sounds like you could just maybe find a way to remove yourself, take a vacation of some sort, or just really pull back from a lot of involvements and focus on your healing.
Right, and I don't know if it's going to happen immediately, but it is the one, it's something that stands out in the year, and it might be because, okay, maybe you don't get sick too often, maybe you don't get ill, so it's pointing out, well, you might have to deal with something this year, that sets you back a little bit. I certainly don't see anything major here because you have that Three of Swords reversed, which is a really good thing to have. So let's take a look at love. Wow, we've got the Knight of Cups, Estelle. That's a pretty good sign. Couple that with the World upright.
So the prospects for love look a lot more better or interesting.
Yeah, you've been getting some mixed signals, I think, about this year in some of our readings.
Right. This does seem to show that you are moving towards something romantic or something emotionally fulfilling or happy for you. The feeling that maybe you're completing a cycle or you're ending a round in all of this is expressed with the World. The idea that you sort of have a sense of contentment or a feeling like you've just pretty much, got your desires in a way.
Well, I think if you're looking for love, it certainly may happen. There's the coming or going of something connected with love and relationships this year. And when I say that, I think if you're searching for love, it means love is possibly going to come in. There may be a new romantic interest. It could evolve into something serious. The World makes me think that you might feel that this relationship completes you, but I caution you, hey, don't get ahead of the game. let things develop in its own time. But I think what the world is indicating here is you're going to feel really good about this relationship.
It feels good, and you are moving towards it. It is definitely something new for you. I don't believe it's anybody from your past coming back.
Agree.
I'm pretty sure it's not. I think you're moving into a new appreciation of what you have to offer to people, and also you're being able to see what they can offer to you and how you can really, pull that together.
Now, the Knight of Cups could indicate it's a water sign. I'm not going to say that for certain, but, because it could just be indicating that this love romance is a distinct possibility in the year ahead. So, how do you want to do it? Let's draw one let's do the general first. We'll each draw one for that. I was going to say let's both do one, but let's do this.
So am I doing one too? Yeah, okay. So these Lenormands are for your general. And interesting combo too. The Sith followed by the Whip. Well, I believe that maybe situations like that could be moved quicker once you, maybe begin to really focus on them. As a general reading, if there is this idea here of a healing or having something to remove yourself from unpleasant vibrations, this may be happening sooner than not. I don't know. What do you think? You see something different.
Yeah. I'm going to throw out a couple of possibilities here, Asel. I will say that you might need some minor surgery because when I look at this is a cutting implement. Let's not forget that. The scythe is a cutting implement and it is leading towards this whip. Now, sometimes the whip can mean aggressive action and stuff, so I'm going to throw a couple things out at you here. You might need some minor surgery, but it seems to me like it might be a fast outpatient procedure, like it's nothing really serious. Maybe, in fact, it could be something like getting stitches. Perhaps you cut yourself or something like that and you have to get stitches. Which leads me to my next thing. I am a little concerned that this could indicate maybe an accident of some sort. So, be careful. Just be a little bit more cautious driving and handling sharp objects, so that, no accidents can occur. Do
you feel there's a way to tie it into what we said before?
Yeah, because I think that obviously is recovering from it, or at least resting after it. So you might need a small recuperative period, but I feel here with the Three of Swords reversed that, again, we have real healing going on here. So, I don't think this is going to be super serious. I'm not getting that.
But we want you to know that it is a possibility and to watch out for that.
And yeah, I don't usually jump on the health things, but these things seem to tie together here, so I don't want to miss an opportunity to potentially warn you about something coming up. It just may be that you get the flu and you're just down for a while with the flu. But when I see the...
Hi, Angel.
Hey, I knew it. See? This is so funny, Angel. I'll tell you in a minute.
We're psycho. Psychic.
I'll tell you in a minute, Angel. But at any rate, that's why I just wanted to make sure that I don't miss something. But also remember, we are not medical advisors or practitioners. We're just reading what the cards see.
Okay, and so I have pulled the Lenormand for the love part of the question.
Oh.
Hi, Mama T.
Mama T. Hello.
Aw, we miss you too. Wish you could feel better and stay with us. Okay, so we have the Mountain followed by the Tower.
Well, this is interesting for the love thing. So it looks like there's challenges in the Lenormand tiles here for you to overcome. Oh, what the heck? Oh, my ball. Careful with my crystal ball. To overcome here in both of these areas. And here, it's a matter of, You have to find ways to get yourself around obstacles in order for this love to happen. Whether it's, being tied up with a little ill health, whether it's being tied up with, work or other concerns, you've got to overcome a few obstacles in order to get there. Because, and also maybe some of those obstacles have to do with how do you get yourself out there so you can meet someone new.
Well, what are you getting from the Tower with that?
The isolation, being alone.
Oh,
so in
okay.
other words, you are trying to traverse some obstacles in order to meet somebody new.
Okay.
You might want to look at it differently.
Well, the only thing I thought was that maybe the romantic prospects might come through a situation where maybe you're working or where you're meeting people.
That's a possibility.
A place of worship, a place of shopping, something like that, because that's what I saw in the Tower there.
But then how does the mountain fit?
Well, that there still is going to be some obstacles. Maybe the obstacle might be in getting into those places, that's your best bet to meet somebody is to get there.
Okay.
It's not true, is it?
Oh, no. I did I say that? No, it's not. Mr. O is tired. He had some issues today with the video equipment.
I had lots of issues.
It was stressful.
I had volumes.
So, at any rate, no, there's nothing wrong with that. That's true. There might be some obstacles presented maybe by, either having to work too hard too. Like I said, there may be other things that interfere with your getting there. But I do think it's going to happen. I really do.
I do too.
With the world there, it just seems very, very positive. So don't worry too much. Hey, what would life be without challenges, right,
well,
Mr. O?
The higher you climb in the mountains, the more likely you'll see the floating tower up high.
Okay.
That's what we got for you.
So Angel Rivera, when we were here, Mr. O had said hi to Angel Mary, and I thought I needed to write Angel Mary on the list. And so I started writing Angel, and he said, I think she's been here already, and I realized I already had her down. And so I said, I should leave Angel's name up here because he'll probably show up for Angel Rivera. And I was right. Psychic me, or psycho me.
Keep one eye open when you lay back, Mama T, and then you can catch some of it.
There you go.
That's my pro tip for today.
Take care, Mama T. You have a good night's sleep, okay?
Yeah, rest up.
We'll catch you next time. Be sure to come to happy hour. Get that positive message from Spirit.
I hope you feel better.
All right, then. So that was a so. Let's move on to Angel Mary. And I think Angel Mary wrote her question.
What does Bilal think of me when they saw me last time?
Okay, all right.
And that'll be yours.
Yes. Hey, Angel Rivera, I've got the Pulp Fiction Tarot in the mix, or the Pulp Tarot in the mix, if you'd like to try it. So keep that in mind when it's your turn. We've just videoed the unboxing today. That will be released tonight or tomorrow.
Yep. It was fun. Such a cool deck. Very cool. Also, tomorrow we'll also have the emotional exchanges at 7 a.m. And I'm now pulling 2 cards for each sign of the zodiac. The first card represents your good vibration of the week, and then the second one is the bad trip, that thing, that vibration you hope to avoid. So check those out on Friday mornings.
Yep, question answered, Angel. Just a little behind there, but yep, we sure did, and it was fun. So like I said, it will be released. So I figured, why not bring it out tonight for our live stream audience to get a sneak preview. But to see the whole deck, watch the unboxing.
Definitely worth to see the whole deck.
You know, it's just fun. It's nostalgic. It's about eras gone by with silly cars, big cars.
It's pulp.
Scantily clad women. Some Nor thrown into the mix.
If we process this anymore, it would still be pulp.
Some women that look like flappers from the 20s. It's very cool.
Oh my!
Yeah.
How horrible!
Uh-oh.
Don't shout at me.
I think you have to shout to get the old people's attention. It's okay, Violet.
Oh, thanks, Mama T. Hope you did like that, eh? Got tarot rules.
All right, I cut.
And so does Violet.
I picked up the cut, didn't I? Okay.
I guess I
All
could
this
have.
distraction.
I know. Next time I'll just go like that. What tiles?
All right, so you wanted to know what somebody thought of you, whose name I forgot, but that's okay. It's all the same. Well, listen to this. We've got the moon. The moon is reversed here.
I love it.
We also have the floating cat, which is the hanged man in this deck. It floats. Like that floating tower in the Lenormand. And the 8 of C, which is the 8 of Cups. Upright.
So what does Bilal think of you the last time they met? There may be some things about you that he can't quite perceive. Like maybe there's certain sense of mystery about you that they don't know exactly what to think. That's the moon reversed. Or maybe they wonder if you really care about them. Maybe they feel that, there's a mystery there and that they don't know if they trust the perceptions of what you feel about them too. But with the hangman, they may be feeling like you are waiting for something better, opportunity, maybe in respect to any situation with Bilal. Maybe this shows that maybe Bilal thinks you're not ready. You're sort of in suspension over your thoughts about him or your thoughts in general. And then with that 8 of Cups there, maybe that's also that they feel like maybe you are really thinking of moving somewhere else, maybe possibly leaving them behind. Or so the overall perception is that maybe they don't quite feel you think of them or that you have much to do with them.
Well, I don't know. I'm looking at this from a little bit of a different perspective. What else is new, right, Mr. O? But when I think about the moon reversed, I have this feeling that you may wonder, well, maybe after a period of some contemplation, Bilal might let you know exactly how they feel one way or the other. I get the feeling here. So I'm looking at this hanged one here and thinking they're really trying to think about this. They sense here that there's something about you that makes them feel different, more elevated, a bit happier. But on the other hand, they're still thinking about what they really want and where this is going, what they want. They're trying to look at it from a more broader perspective. So it might take a little time, but I have a feeling this moon reversed indicates to me that they're going to let you know how they feel at some point along the way. So you won't have to wonder too much longer one way or another. But I do think
I guess that's true.
They have to give this some thought. Personally, I think because of that 8 of Cups, and in relation to the question, I just feel like they feel like this could be a positive, elevated move for them, possibly connecting with you or working with you, whatever the situation is about. So that's sort of what I'm looking at.
All right.
Do you want to draw? Oh, it's me. It's my cards. I'll draw. No, you can't draw.
What is it with you guys today?
Guys, excusez-moi. It's as if I got this in response. Wow. So was this about romance, or was this about...
Bilal is somebody you mentioned in the past, and I thought there was a romantic context. I don't remember if they were somebody you were involved with or if it's somebody that you thought could be. So I'm wondering...
So we have the heart and we have the lady, and you're asking what?
What does he think of you?
I think he has feelings for you. Let's just say that. Whether it's true love at this point, I'm not sure. The heart being there is a very, very good sign, but I think it does indicate that he has some feelings for you.
Well, the interesting thing, I think, is that in the past, I think we have talked about Bilal, and I thought that it seemed like it was something that was over or wasn't working. But maybe something's different now. So maybe it was good you asked that, or maybe, you've already, been making some moves getting back together there. But yeah, clearly, taken at face value, it looks like there's some fondness there.
Well, I feel that the jury's out where this is leading, and it's basically because of that hanged man.
Yeah.
But, the prospects aren't bad. Are looking better at this point, according to the cards. However, just because somebody has feelings for you, I would just say, doesn't mean that it will ultimately end in a relationship.
Or that it should be a relationship.
Correct. So we'll just have to see how this plays out. I think it's really in Bilal's core what exactly he's going to do and what he's going to decide here. But one way or another, I do feel, Angel Mary, you are going to find out. That's what we have for you.
Alrighty.
Good luck with that.
And I will switch the camera away from the tiles.
You'll move the tiles, is what you should do.
I'll move them too.
Okay. Libra is up.
And that
Okay,
means Libra's
Libra.
up. And I think Libra put in a question. Maybe. I don't remember.
Hey, you're welcome. Good luck with that, Angel Mary.
Good luck, Angel Mary.
Where is Libra? Is Libra in transit again?
I don't believe they mentioned that.
Okay.
So Libra, it's your turn. So go ahead and give us your question or thoughts. In the meantime, I'll mention that this weekend Banshee's Material Matters is on Sunday. You can get the weekly tarot keys to success in business, education, and finance. That's 10 a.m. on Sunday morning.
Every Sunday.
Every Sunday.
All right. And if you missed it, we had our monthly modality message come out last Sunday. It is for the entirety of Aries season. It's Aries season. I just had to have an excuse to say that.
There was a lot of interesting stuff in there too, I thought. So, good information. Check it out.
Hey, Violet Lotus, are you having a birthday like now or soon?
Oh, that's right.
Do you, we didn't do a birthday reading for you, did we? Or did we?
We could do that at the end if that's the case. So Libra, did you fly the coop on us? Where are you?
Well, we can move on and try to fit Libra in as we go.
It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
Happy birthday to our
Yay.
wonderful moderator, Violet, everybody.
No, and that's okay. Oh, come on now. We cannot not give our moderator a birthday reading. Look, if it's a slow show tonight, we'll do it for you at the end.
Okay, I guess we'll move on to Ramandeep because we don't see Libra, or we'll give them a moment. But Ramandeep already put out a question. Ooh, that's a good question.
Oh, when you put a barrier around yourself, what happens to them? Okay, well, that would be...
Your turn.
Yeah, it is. Wait, didn't we just use my deck?
Yes, it's my turn.
That's right.
So I'm going to use the Tarot of the Ancestral Path for that. That's a good metaphysical type question. Thank you for wishing them a happy birthday, Lisa.
Sonny's making a loaf over here. It's a kitty loaf. He's baking bread.
How can you tell?
It's when they sit with their feet totally, that's called a loaf. Mr. O does not follow the cat people as much as I do.
He's making a loaf.
He's baking bread. Well, I guess making biscuits is, of course, when they're kneading. But he is a loaf. He's already been baked. Some man is loafing.
Loafing.
What else is new?
Okay, Ramen Deep.
That's an interesting question. All right,
really
let's see what
is,
we have.
Okay, so there's the 10 of Sacred Circles, which is like the 10 of Pentacles. There's the 7 of Wands, or 7 of Staves. I like that. It kind of gives it a different slant altogether. And then we have the reversed 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Sacred Circles.
That's interesting.
So what happens when an energy vampire tries to pierce the barrier around your protected chakras?
That your good friend put around you. So I think
this is the idea of the chakras.
Well, I didn't think of that.
It could be. I mean, it's protective, you know.
It is protective,
so
but
it's the idea of the barrier.
I was also think this was relating to you, and this is like your tribe or your family. So this good friend of yours and you working together for your security, because the 10 of Pentacles is also about security.
I know, but we want to find out what happens to the vampires.
Well, this is what it is. So this, I feel, is a really good sign, Ramen Deep, that it's going to do its job. This is going to keep you safe and secure. And so basically, I think the other two cards are telling the story here. You definitely, they will find that they can't penetrate it. You have the upper hand here. You've protected yourself from attack. So basically, they're going to be frustrated because they can't get through. They can't get through your defense. And here, with the 6 of Sacred Circles reversed, I think it's just indicating that that they are unable to
leech away from you.
Right, to take the energy from you. The 6 of Pentacles is about give and take of money or energy exchange, and it can't happen because the barrier is holding. That's what I see here. What do you think?
I think so too. I mean, I don't see that they're being disrupted or destroyed or anything.
Right.
Because generally speaking, they're probably just human beings who have this ability to do that. They're just being warded off is what it mostly looks like. This sounds like a foundation between all the people you know who are looking out for you, your friend, your powerful friend.
Maybe even your ancestors from beyond the veil.
Right, because it has a big family type foundation connection. That 7 of Staves to me is a little different because it looks like it's in a place of worship, standing tall. And I think this is saying that this card is really appropriate because it's saying when strong spiritual forces are maybe attacking you, they might be bad spiritual forces, but they are spiritual forces. You are standing to the ready and they can't really get through. And then like what we said here, the give and take of the 6 of Pentacles reverse the idea that they want to take something from you, but they're not going to be able to.
Yep.
They're just pretty much stopped. I don't think that they're going to halt that. Maybe after a while they'll halt on their own because they realize this foundation is secure around you.
So I think it will frustrate them. Maybe it will. Let's see what our Lenormand adds, if anything, to this. But it might just frustrate them so that they will move on. I mean, it's possible that they will give up the fight. Actually, you go first.
Didn't I last time?
Well, it's your card, so you couldn't have. No, I grabbed the bag from you and you made a comment about it.
You guys look green today. Stop it.
It's my green shirt.
I know.
I can't believe this. What do you got? Well, I don't know if this is about them or it's about the barrier, but maybe it is about them.
Well, first I drew the bouquet, which is the gift or a gift, and then we drew the stork, which is new opportunities, new things starting.
I think this is basically saying, Ramadeep, that just looking at this image is you're going to feel great joy in the fact that it's forcing them to move on, to find another target. That's my feeling here.
Or
I hope I'm right.
Or in fact, because of this process, you're liberated and you're moving on.
Right.
You're taking flight and moving on.
Yeah. One way or another, that's a very positive sign. It's a return of joy and feeling better.
Good. I'm glad. Good. I hope your friend is powerful. Maybe we'll have to look him up too. I don't know. But yeah, I'm very happy for you then.
Well, I hope it works out. I really do. You know, hey, the cards aren't always perfectly correct, but that's what we see today. I think it looks like it may succeed.
Some of those cards were really positive, and I think your friend must be pretty powerful. And you know, you should just tell him, you know, he did a good job. We're pretty sure about that.
All right, so that's awesome. Good question, Ramandeep. Appreciate the question. I'm glad we could help. So is Libra back?
No, it looks like we got Lisa though. So
okay,
we got her question. So will the minimum prep be completed, and how will the transition go?
Well, let's do 3. Yes.
And you're very welcome, Ramadeep. I hope that works out. Please do sleep in peace.
Yes, I hope you can rest easy.
Okay, Lisa. Sounds interesting. It is a lot of work. We've been there.
Oh, does Angel Rivera not want a reading?
I don't know.
Because he would be up after Kara. I know Mama T was just dropping in.
Not yet.
Not yet, Angel. You'll be up after Kara. Lisa's up, and then
Kara, and then you.
And then you. And
then
Libra, if Libra comes back.
Right, if Libra comes back.
Shuffle. You certainly can. We'll do that.
It must be the day, Violet, because we're kind of messed up ourselves a little bit.
You know, I have been off with my days all week this week, which, hey, I know I'm retired and time has no meaning anymore, but usually I'm much better than that. And every day I've just been messed up, like thinking it's a different day, and I'm not happy about that. Anyway, I thought today was Friday, but corrected myself real quick on that.
On Monday, I thought it was Wednesday.
Wow, we have my favorite card here. It's the Hermit. Right. Which that's a number 9, and we have here reversed the 9 of Wands. Ooh. And then we have the High Priestess. Why all these esoteric religious cards in such a mundane question?
Time
Lisa?
does go fast, though, doesn't it, Lisa? You're right.
So it's kind of interesting.
I know, like, well, prepare to lose a big part of your social life, I guess.
Yeah, that could very well mean that in a way that you're just going to have to buckle down and get it done and give yourself enough alone time to get it done and focus. It might, it's just so weird to see this card here in this reading. It might indicate that you may have to possibly seek some advice on something. I don't know. In relation to getting your father there, I don't know what. Yeah,
there probably is some plug and play where you'll need to go back with protocols. Maybe there are people who give you advice with this from either the medical or nursing angle, something like that. Or you may just have to consult with other people who've been there. Just what did they do? How did they do it?
Now, I can see it's not easy for you because you have that 9 of Wands reversed. And it kind of indicates sometimes you just feel like you're ready to throw in the towel on it, It's like, I'll never get it done. Why should I try to get it done? It's too much work. I'll never get there. That's kind of the feeling with the 9 of Wands. But you know what? The High Priestess is saying if you really focus, and you calm your heart, your mind and your spirit, you can do anything.
The High Priestess is always one of the major signs of balance in the tarot. There's a number of other ones, but she's almost at the top of that. She's an epitome. I mean, she has the moon above her, but in a sense it almost looks like a yin-yang. There's the 2 pillars. I forget the names, but they just symbolize the idea of a duality, a binary feeling there that maybe, you are walking a path of severity, but also a path of compassion too, in a way.
It's funny you say that, Lisa. So noticing that you have the High Priestess and the Hermit here, it looks like you might get a little religion from Dad there. He might try to give you wise religious counsel.
So let's see if we answered your question, though. You were wondering really if you were prepared for this.
Well, I think
how will the transition go?
I think that you're not fully prepared. It's saying here it's kind of an uphill battle for you. You're not fully prepared, but if you really truly isolate yourself a bit and, devote your time more fully to the project, focus and intent is everything. I mean, in a way, too, the High Priestess is like the magician, but it's more, to me, where he's bringing things into manifestation. It's really training your mind and spirit to be really on point with this task. Maybe physically you're trying to get things done, but mentally and spiritually you're just not all there.
And I was going to say possibly the opposite, that maybe it's on the physical level that some of the changes you need to prepare for aren't quite in place. But overall, the transition I think is going to go smooth because I think there's love there, there's understanding, and there's a dedication. The Hermit is a lot of things, but there's a dedication to what they do, whether it's providing knowledge or providing something, light, to somebody else. And maybe your father's at that point now where he needs to get a little light from some other source, and maybe this is a part of what you'll be doing with him.
Well, I probably did do that backwards. Thanks, Mr. O, because I guess what I would say here is that you probably are prepared more physically or more mentally and spiritually for his coming than physically, because this is more really the physical card, and these are, of course, the mental, spiritual, inner side, and they're all positive, whereas this one is the negative. So, you're just going to have to put your mind to it. It seems like you want to be there, but you're going to have to really make the time to get it done. All right, so those are my cards.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll do Libra next. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's just catch up with the chat.
It's okay. You got to keep up because I can't.
Okay, what do you got? the mountain and the letter. And you just said housework or paperwork or something. Housework, you said.
Housework. Well, I don't know if there's any paperwork or some legal things that you have to take care of. Are you your father's guardian now? Or is there something in the works there that needs to be taken care of? It seems like there might be some snafu with paperwork of some sort. Or is your father selling a house or property or something? Is something else up here? It looks as though there might be, or the only other thing I could say is that you might get news that presents some sort of obstacle in the process. So you'll have to deal with some external issue, it looks like, besides what you're doing physically to prepare the house, etc., for his arrival.
Right. It may be some sort of, just regulatory thing that has to be signed off on. But it may present as a small difficulty, and then, once it's taken care of, it should be okay. I mean, I don't think it's something that is going to be very consuming.
Like maybe it has to do, I don't know, is he coming out of a hospital or a care facility, a rehab place? So it could be about that, signing some documents or papers. Whatever the case may be, there just may be something like that, or some news that comes along that just causes some setbacks or delays. But
he throws monkey wrenches easily.
Well, good luck with that, because I do see a little bit of obstacles and a little bit of hair pulling here, but it's nothing super major. I mean, when you have the Hermit and the High Priestess upright in a reading, I mean, I do think you're going to overcome this. It's probably mind and spirit over matter in this case.
It's almost like somebody else is watching out for all of you in this, in a sense. It's your higher self, if nothing else,
Yeah, that's a good point. That's what we have for you.
Thanks, Lisa.
Good luck with that, Lisa. So we're doing Libra now?
Yeah, we're going to do Libra, and she did write a question.
What's coming towards me? All right, Mr. O.
Okay, so that's my deck. So good luck, Lisa. We'll be in touch. Yeah, I know. Paperwork and stuff like that.
He throws monkey wrenches. I like that. So this is a cool tripod. I like it.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Mm-hmm. Pretty cool. It actually wouldn't be that hard for me to pick up.
So is that like the locking?
Yes.
Okay. Mechanism.
It mostly works to lock it at its extended part.
Got it. Whoops. Okay.
So we have a Six of Pentacles reversed. And the Queen of Swords upright.
Queen of Swords?
Yes. Okay. And then the Ace of Pentacles upright. Mostly good.
Mostly good. It's interesting. I guess, well, let's just say if cash flow has been an issue for you in some way or another, or some situation, if it's not cash flow, some situation that involves kind of a even exchange of energy or of something that involves fairness in some way. I feel like there's a little bit of an imbalance here that you've been going through. The Queen of Swords is saying, though, now is a time to decide to, if you can't be treated fairly, in some situation, if you can't be treated with respect, or if you can't seem to find a balance in a certain situation in your life, it's time to make a decision to move on to something new and more growthful, something that will bring in some prospects of growth in some area of your life, something that will fulfill you more.
I think there's a good chance that this is all true, that you are moving towards something like that, but I just have this little nagging feeling like maybe there's a financial thing that's going to happen that is either concerned with paying for a ticket, you know, like a traffic ticket or something like that, or maybe it has something to do with paying for a license or something to do something. In other words, being legal to proceed with something, that you might have to get a regulatory certificate of some sort.
So you're thinking about that with the Queen of Swords there and the 7 maybe?
Yes,
yeah,
that's correct. It's just a little stray thought that entered my head,
not bad.
but I don't think it's the gist of it, because it could just be saying that, well, okay, so you're getting a certificate or you're getting some process to legalize you for something, and the idea is that it could, you know, start a venture for you, I guess. So that's what could be coming to you.
Okay. I think that the Queen just indicates to me some judgment or decision. So I do see how he said that and why he said that.
A legalism.
A legalism. I feel that, you know, because the swords are about justice in a way, or the legal system, but it could also involve just a decision that you need to make. You need to make a decision to maybe more has been going out in your life. You know, you've been giving more of your time, your energy, or your resources to something and not getting enough back in return. So now is a time to make a decision that will right that balance and possibly bring something new to you. And yes, there is a real financial component to this card. It could involve money and finances, but it also could involve maybe maybe some new form of study. Maybe this could involve a job. Maybe this could involve just something that will bring more growth to your life and will enhance you in some way.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Keep it. That's yours. He got the ring.
I went to Jared.
And the fox.
Oh, wow.
So I know you don't work, and I don't know if you have plans to work, because certainly that could be a card of work. But it also says to make a smart commitment in your life. Now's the time to make a smart commitment, whether it's to a person that you are involved with, or whether this is to some new course of study, or something that could bring you money or income, or like I said, something that brings more balance of ebb and flow in your life, something that makes you feel more balanced and secure and in a state of growth.
I think it goes along with what I said, that maybe you're making the commitment to have this legalism happen that you might have to spend money for, but it really puts you in a position where you can do something with that. I'm not sure what it is, you know, I mean, it could be just like getting a permit to sell food on a street corner. I mean, it could be any number of things
Farmers
like that.
market.
Right. But I'm thinking it's just saying, like Banshee said, this would be a smart thing to do. The fox is talking about a cleverness, and this is talking about the commitment. So I'm thinking this is, even if it isn't about that, this is saying commit yourself to finding clever, smart solutions for whatever it is you're doing, whether it's job prospects or romantic prospects or whatever. Commit yourself to figuring out what is the best way to do it. What is the smartest way to do that?
Commit yourself to growth and balance in your life.
And maybe this was the more obtuse way of saying that this is what's coming towards you. That situations are coming towards you that will make you realize you just want to make sure you make your best decisions whenever you can.
That's what we have for you, Libra.
Alrighty.
Good luck with that.
So that means we're on Kara.
Yep. And then Angel Rivera and Violet Lotus.
All right.
Your deck.
Didn't we just use my deck?
Oh. Okay.
I had to think about that for a
Well, I
minute.
was going to use the Pulp Tarot for Angel Rivera.
Okay.
So go ahead.
I'll use the Secret Tarot.
Yay.
No, I'll use the Ancestral Path because
Oh,
the
yeah, because
question's
it's about the
ancestors.
All right. They look like yes, no questions, but let's do 3 on that.
Yes. Can do.
Some very good metaphysical
Whoops.
questions
I grabbed
tonight
one.
we've had.
Yeah.
Ramen Deeps and Kara's.
Is that because it's Thor's Day?
Ah. Silly Mr. O. So good old YouTube is up to its tricks again, or whatever.
Ooh,
We were up
excuse
to 339 followers and dropped down in a day to 336. It's like we can't figure out what is going on with the follower count here.
Hail Thor.
It's a strange thing. Yes, Sonny, I'm shuffling. Don't get your whiskers too close. All right, Kara, let's see what's up.
Okay, so we have the Ten of Cups.
Reversed. Uh-oh.
There's the Rainbow Bridge of Asgard.
Upside down.
And then there's a reversed Princess of Cups. That's like the Page of Cups. And then we have the High Priestess coming at us from another deck. Pretty picture.
Whoa. Well, I almost want to laugh and say with the Ten of Cups that, well, your ancestors are bickering right now over the best approach to protecting you. But no, I don't think it's that necessarily. What I am thinking here is they are saying maybe you're onto something. If you ask the question, maybe it is time to renew your shields and wards. They could possibly use a little bit of extra protection, particularly if you've been feeling a bit emotionally vulnerable of late, because all those cup cards there. And I think the High Priestess is saying, you know, you probably have this right, and this would be a wise decision to do this.
Well, here's my kicker is that I think that it's possibly true, but I don't think that it's true in the sense of physical wards or protection. I think it's about the emotional protection.
Okay.
I think the spirits are saying that your emotions and your emotional sensitivity need to be protected or need to have some shields around it. And those may be different. I don't know if they're different for everybody or if they're the same for everybody. I'm not going to tell you what I think because I'm not even sure myself.
Well, it might be a matter of you doing the things that nurtures your emotions, you know. Take some long hot baths, you know, meditate. Go, do the things that relax you. Listen to music that you like. Do things that will make you feel more emotionally uplifted so that you feel more protected and grounded emotionally.
I think that your ancestors or guides, though, do believe that ultimately your protection lies in the hands of the deity that you work with the most, or
That's
any of the deities. So I think that ultimately you are protected, but I think that they do feel emotionally you may have some vulnerable moments and you need to put more emphasis on that kind of protection. This could also be extending to maybe some of the people around you that you care about, whether it's your family or friends or other people. This may be saying too that they're having some emotional times, and maybe spirit or ancestors want you to know that too, because maybe all of your emotions a little bit vibrate and resonates towards each other. So if any of you have some little weakness there, it may expand around a little bit. So it might be a good idea just to shore up all the vibratory essence in your closest.
That's a good point, Mr. O. Go ahead and draw first. Oh.
They sure get around.
Uh-oh. What could that be? Oh, look at him stretching.
Mm-hmm. I pulled the fox. We've had that 3 times now. And this is second appearance for the bouquet.
I think this is just the fact that, your ancestors and guides, I feel, want you to know right now that you have gifts. You definitely have gifts. You are able to do this for yourself, and you are wise and crafty, and just continue, to do what's right for yourself. Right, exactly. So the 2 moons there. So use your abilities wisely, your gifts and abilities wisely to, firm up and solidify your emotional well-being at this time.
Can't disagree with that. Yeah, I just think they're saying really it's on you, and of course they trust in you to do the right, and perhaps to some degree there's also the feeling too that this is the gift, because of what I said there a moment ago about working with those around you. This is a gift that you give.
Yeah.
And that they appreciate that.
So definitely, if you have been experiencing some emotional downturns, I think that's what's going on here, and that's what you need to work on. And good luck with that, Kara.
All right.
All right.
Oh, what's that? You want us to send over the Reiki therapy cat? Okay, Kara.
You mean the TFT support cat? Well, he's loafing. Well, actually, he's done loafing. He's all spread out now. Okay, Angel Rivera, I have got the Pulp Tarot for you on its maiden voyage. Whoa. The cards are a little thin and slightly cardboardy, I will say.
Ooh,
but they shuffle well.
Excuse me. I'm going to crash right on the middle of the set here.
All right.
Mrs. Butterworth.
Mrs. Butterworth.
He called you Mrs. B.
Oh, Mrs. B. That's Mrs. Brilliant. It's Mrs. Banshee.
Okay. I know we're supposed to be nice today, so I can't say anything.
Oh, just today?
Yes.
What makes today so special?
Yes, and your time's running out. You only got 4 hours.
Fine. I'll make good use of it. Love that syrup.
When I was a kid, I always tried to figure out how I could make Mrs. Butterworth more buttery. And of course, that only meant using more butter, too.
Oh, I thought you were going to do it up there.
Well, then I will.
I made room for you.
Okay.
Like the contrast of red and green here.
Eggo waffles, yeah.
All right, let's see what we've got. Uh-oh, Angel.
Uh-oh.
It's the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is reversed. Mr. O made a comment on that card in our tarot unboxing. Okay, so that was reversed.
I know.
The Knight of Wands is upright. Look at that muscle card there. Wow, this is an interesting thing here. And it's the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is reversed.
Now with real human heart.
Oh, you had 2 twos today. Oh, is that for the cards of the day? I haven't been there to see yet. So, wow. All right. Well, the Two of Cups is reversed. A little trouble in paradise. Either with a partner or either with some people you work with. There seems to be some conflict or discord. And let's fuel that with the energy of the Knight of Wands here. I'm not sure that's necessarily a good thing. Let's not act too aggressively. I'd say don't allow others also to get away with aggressive actions. But ultimately, I feel like this is going to be a short-lived scenario. You wanted this for the week ahead, so I kind of feel like this will iron itself out and there will be some healing. So whether it's an argument in the home front or there's some disagreements in processes or a direction at work or moves that people want to make at work, it should right itself by the end of the week.
A charismatic sense of being, personality, whatever, magnetic, will take a situation where people are not getting along, wherever that is, but will bring them back together.
Yeah, well, it's interesting, too, because it sounds like it's going full circle. So my guess is that this might be a misunderstanding of some sort, and somebody, that Knight of Wands sometimes moves really fast without thinking it through, so they might react before they really have all the information, and once it all gets sorted out, things will right themselves again. That's what it kind of seems like to me, that it's not so much an out-and-out bitter argument, but it's a misunderstanding.
Well, I still feel that this Knight of Wands energy, whether that's within you or within the context of the situation, is the stabilizing factor. The person who kind of can rally, people around them and make people reassess themselves in the situations and turn that into, coming back together.
Well, he can. Hopefully that's you. So we'll see. Let's do the Lenormand and see where we go from here. What? You want my water?
No.
You want the Lenormand?
Yes.
But I didn't draw mine yet. Don't be like the Knight of Wands. Don't be rushing too fast.
No, the Knight of Wands is charismatic.
He moves fast sometimes.
He's flashy and handsome.
Maybe not so much fast as aggressively. Oh, here's that again.
Isn't that more like a sword?
Well, it's true that the Knight of Swords is the fastest knight in the tarot. But I would put the Knight of Wands right up there.
Okay, then.
I would. It's some news.
It's coming in priority mail.
It's the memo you don't want to see.
The letter and the whip.
It's a management memo. Something happening fast, something demanding quick action, because that is what the whip is about. Quick aggressive action. As a matter of fact, Mr. O.
Interesting.
As a matter of fact, Mr. O, that whip and the Knight of Wands together kind of
Spells certain doom.
Spells the aggressive action that I'd mentioned, so I feel vindicated.
Okay.
But I would just say that there may be some overly aggressive thing that, or people that want something now. Well, like every patron that we ever have in a library, right? Somebody, or, even our bosses, they expect things to have happened yesterday. So I feel like some news is going to precipitate this.
Right. It is a communication maybe that will kick it into high gear.
Oh, no. Oh, that's horrible. But I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
They are a player.
Yeah, well, it's happening all over here too, pretty much. I think U of M, for example, they don't have a mask mandate in classrooms, but they said certain areas on campus still have masks. And of course, I was there today for my cancer drug from my the cancer center pharmacy, and people are still wearing masks in that building, and I wore a mask there. So there are still places that have masks on campus, but they're starting to eliminate most of the mandates now.
Yeah, I'm keeping my mask on at work.
All right, Angel. Well, good luck with that. Hopefully, like I said, it's either a minor misunderstanding or just something that will resolve itself. It sounds like it will. So good luck with that. That was a little tease of the Pulp Fiction Tarot. All right. Violet Lotus. Violet Lotus, do you want a birthday reading? Seriously,
we have so much time here. Let's do the birthday
reading.
We
are more than happy to do one for you. Unless you really don't want one. I don't want to force one on people.
Okay, just a comforting message. That's fine. And then we can all get out of here.
All right, then. Your deck or mine? Yours. You're up. Secrets?
It's the secrets. A secret comforting message.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's tomorrow. Violet's B-Day is tomorrow.
Happy B-Day.
Happy B-Day to you, Violet. If you want us to do a reading on the side for you personally, the birthday reading, we'll be happy to do it that way for you. We owe you.
Yeah, let us do that.
Oh, hi, Jano.
Hi, Jano.
We can certainly do a reading for you after we're done with Violet Lotus. And that might be the end of our show. We're right at the tail end here.
Suits me.
Yeah, we've had a long day, so it'll be nice to end early.
Aw, how nice. So don't forget, everybody, we will be back on Sunday from 2 to 4 p.m. So check it out. Okay, comforting message from Spirit. Three of Pentacles. Queen of Wands.
Ooh.
Without the black cat.
Ah. Well, I really like that outfit. I like that.
I like it.
Yeah.
Well, I like the whole deck. And then the Three of Cups or Chalices. And it's very interesting because, of course, the threes frame the Queen of Wands. So these are all good cards. I think Spirit is saying...
They're with you.
Your team is with you. Your team is with you. And they're happy. They're getting in their cups.
They're really, really happy. It's as if they're more... Now is a really good time for you to work together with them, because that Three of Pentacles just indicates a real spirit of teamwork and partnering together, for something, whether you want messages from them or you just want, or if you want to call upon them to be with you as you help others. The Three of Cups indicates there's a reason for celebrating, and it's possibly because you are now entering a phase of real growth and development here. With the Queen of Wands, that's just a real positive sign of progress.
It's also too like saying that maybe what the spirit team sees in you is a very evolved person, because the Queen of Wands to me is nearly my favorite queen, even though I like cups a lot, because there's just that power of command and attraction. I mean, on some cards they show that little black cat to show that really this power could be seen as sinister, or it could just be seen as power in and of itself without any taint of anything to say, oh, I'm good or evil. Spirit loves that in you because it knows you're a force to be reckoned with. You magnetize people to you, or you will be.
Well, and you know what else is really cool is, right, he just spoke about the magnetism aspect, and so I really feel here that you are attracting a lot of positive spirits right now, a lot of positive energy around you. Whether you can, and you should be able to feel that, but whether you can or not, just know that, you are reaching some real positive support from the spirit realm right now.
So
I really think
comfort.
that's where this is coming from, because you wanted a positive, uplifting message from spirit, and I think this is your team right here. Wow.
Yes.
3 is not a crowd in this case. And also remember there's the threefold goddess in the number 3. So I think it's very spiritual number as well.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do the Lenormand.
Right.
Sonny's got him. Sonny's playing with my bag of Lenormand. No, he's not. No, he's not.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Ooh. All right. See what we can add to that.
The Rider.
Whoa.
And luck. How comforting is that?
Synchronicity. Things are really moving in a positive direction for you. I think up and coming. There is something that may happen that will initiate this period of coming into yourself here. I feel, or into your own here. I feel like this is a synchronistic moment, and timing is involved in making some kind of move upward, with your abilities.
So you must have asked this question at the right time, maybe because you just sensed that this thing was around the corner for you. That's what it looks like. It seems to me like maybe you are really within, a short period of something really coming through that you expect or want, but something that's just really fortuitous. Lucky.
Wow, Violet Lotus. Well, you didn't get a birthday reading, but hey, I wouldn't trade that reading in for anything. That was pretty good. Well, spring is here. It's our season. It's Aries season. And so clearly, I feel this is when our energy is, going to be peaking a bit. So this is a great time for advancement and growth,
actually.
whether it's physically or spiritually. Okay, let's see what we get. That would be my deck, right?
Yes.
This one.
You're welcome.
Well, let's sort 3 cards and see what we get. And depending on that, we might do a yes, no. We'll see. Well, I'm certainly glad to give you a happy reading for your happy birthday. There's nothing I like more than celebrating birthdays. Right, Mr. O?
Yep. You even celebrate mine.
I do. I used to bake him cakes.
Mm-hmm.
When I had more energy. Aww. But you know, we get that kitchen in more order and stuff, and I may just do that. All right. So I've been working on a promo for a project that I'm going to be unveiling sometime in the next month or month and a half. So I might just want to get the promo out early. It's going to be a pay-for service on our website, and it might be of interest to tarot readers of all levels. More later. Just a tease today. All right, Jano, let's see what we have. Okay, we have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is upright. That's a good sign. We have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is reversed. And then we have the Four of Pentacles upright.
You or me?
Oh, I don't care. Do you have something already?
Maybe. I'm looking at the Seven of Swords, and I am sort of seeing this as saying that maybe Elise wants to be up and up, not be sneaky or doing things without necessarily accountability. Maybe they had been more discreet or covert, but I have a feeling that could be changing. You've indicated that you have a feeling something may be happening. You're wondering if they would extend some sort of offer. That Seven of Swords tells me that maybe they are thinking about being more honest or fessing up in a certain way or somehow coming across. It may not be exactly those other words, but that something is changing, shifting with their dynamic or their energy. Now, the Four of Pentacles, though, to me suggests that they sort of feel a sense of fulfillment right now at this time. And I don't know if that means that that's because they're thinking about what they have and what they don't want to have or anything like that. It's just sort of like saying, like, right now, maybe things are really stable for them on one respect. But the Page of Wands is also a card that potentially can show movement or at least show information, message, something coming to you, perhaps.
Well, I look at the Page of Wands as the beginning of something, the start of something. So there could definitely be something in the offing here that's positive. And as a matter of fact, oftentimes, in my tarot studies, I've known that some people looked at the Page of Wands as potentially the beginning of a romance, like a first kiss or a first date. Some move, in the romantic department could be possible here. And it could involve getting a message, because pages are generally messengers of a sort. The Seven of Swords reversed, to me, indicates that, well, I like what you said there, Mr. O, about maybe finally putting their cards out on the table or finally saying what they feel. So you are going to find out something one way or another. And I would like to think because of this card, it's positive. And I'm wondering here with that Four of Pentacles, if right now they're in the process of evaluating, like, I don't know how to say this, but maybe if you're, how they feel about you, how much they value you or not. I feel like they're looking at, their values in life or what they value. And maybe they do think you are worth, making this offer for. that page is, I mean, that 4 is not always a negative card. Sometimes it talks about people holding on to things too tightly. It might also indicate that maybe they have been holding back, for a while now, telling you what they want or what they feel. But I have a feeling there's going to be some movement in that regard.
Well, I like the idea that this 4 of Pentacles could represent the idea that Elise feels there's a value, and that because the question was about you, that
Yes.
that value must pertain to you. Now, maybe because we know from our conversations that there sort of was a no contact situation, maybe they really needed to have time to reverse where they were going, because this is kind of a reversal of another way of action. So it could be that they just needed to really sort it out. But when you look at things that are going on, but also things that represent the values, that's where this is. This is the value. This isn't necessarily, oh, well, we fight too much, or, oh, they like blue, but I like green. It's really about values that they appreciate.
So let's do the Lenormand and see if this can get more to the point. And if not, we'll do a quick yes/no question and see. Oh. Ah!
We got the anchor.
Which I can't stand up. There's some bump here. Keeps.
It's the ridge
Yeah,
of
the
that
cloth.
bit,
It's too. Okay. So we have the anchor and we have the scythe has appeared again. So I wonder what this is saying here. Maybe it's saying that it may take a little bit of time before Elise kind of breaks the impasse. Because if there's been an impasse or,
Stalemate.
stalemate right now, it might take a little time to break through that.
That's the anchor. So something is like holding them there. But this is the agent that may be able to break it away. So it does seem like it's a matter of time still. You may be sensing it, but it's not quite here yet.
Yeah. Do you think that answered it enough? Do you want to do a
Let's
yes
do a yes or no.
Let's do a quick
It's
yes
our last
no.
one, so why not?
And remember, either way, Jano, this is only a snapshot in time. We'll just see what the cards say about this. Yeah, let's do it. Shuffle first. I think I shuffled first before.
So thank you for our wonderful little evening, a little bit slower paced, which was okay for us.
So we'll be ending a little early, but not like an hour early, so it's all good. We could use the break. We've had a tiring, crazy week, but got a lot done.
Yeah.
I'm still not recovered from all the house cleaning I did last week. And there is so much more to do.
All right, hang on there, Jano.
Okay. Okay, it's leaning towards no, but that doesn't mean a definite no. And you've got some interesting cards here. Let's look at this Ten of Cups, for example. Doesn't that look like a happy romantic card? It sure does to me. And then we got the Ace of Cups, which is indicating my books in dust. Oh, Kara, don't talk to me about all the dust bunnies that are facing me in our library. Oh, my goodness. And the Knight of Swords reversed. So I really think there's just a delay in them making up their minds still.
Yeah, the cards look really good because this this is kind of like happiness.
They're really thinking right now about you. I don't know if there's anybody else in the picture, but if there is, maybe they're just trying to determine who ultimately they really see spending more time with, if not the rest of their lives with. Because the Ten of Cups is kind of like the happy ever after card in a way in the tarot. So I feel here there is potential. There's real potential, but they are definitely having some difficulties processing or making up their mind.
Well, it could be too that they're afraid they might say the wrong things, that they might bring a little damage to the situation. They sort of want to be forthright, but they sort of feel like maybe they don't always handle certain situations. They might blunder in and say the wrong thing. Maybe it's up to you to try to see how you can pave the way for them to feel comfortable enough to really get what's on their chest, off their chest, and see if you guys can actually communicate these things.
Not my cards, Sonny. The ribbon is fine, but not my cards. Give me the ribbon. Give me it. Ooh. They tore a ribbon off of one of their chaser things, and they love to play with it. All right. That's what we have for you. We did do the Lenormand, yeah.
On the other one.
Yeah. So that's it. That's what we have for you. Let's just see how this plays out. I wish you the best, Jano.
You're welcome.
I see Claudia entered. Hey, Claudia, how you doing?
It's your turn right now, Claudia.
If you want a reading, you got it. Because that will end our show. Well, keep hope alive. You never know in life how things are going to go, but ultimately at some point you have to decide when enough's enough, if it doesn't start moving. But I feel hopeful about this reading. There was some signs of hope here and movement at any rate. If nothing else, you may get a more definitive answer at some point on where they're really going to go.
Good luck, Jason.
Oh, hi, Violet Ann. Looks like we'll fill out the show after all. All right, so we're going to do a reading for Claudia if they want one, and then Violet Ann. Good timing, Violet Ann.
I think people are on to us.
We're doing all right. We've had a crazy week. We're pretty exhausted today, really. I can't keep the days straight this week. This has been a real foggy week for me. Maybe I've been spending too much time trying to figure out this Medicare problem I have, so to sign up. It's been taking a lot of my brain energy.
So, Claudia, are we getting a question from you?
Or are you just here to say hi? That's perfectly all right, too. Hi. Yeah, definitely this week. Odd energy about describes it. But aside from getting Mr. O this cool small tripod for the camera, I got myself something really neat this week. I got a sleep mask, an eye mask that's like a headband that has headphones on it, so I can use my Bluetooth to listen to my sleep music. Finally. No cords that Shadow can try to eat. Because every time I wear my earbuds with the cord, Shadow would try to attack the cords while I'm sleeping.
And we're doing a general for Claudia.
All right. Okay, Claudia. We'll keep that in mind and we'll just do generals. But I also did get one more. I got a backup earbud with a cord that fits in my ears so much better so that, I don't feel anything and I'm bumping into it when I sleep. So I'm all set to listen to my healing music at night and drift off to dreamland. Oh, I think Violet Ann wants a reading. We'll get to her right after Claudia. And I think we'll cut it there. Hopefully nobody else will come in the room because we've kind of had a night.
Yeah, so Violet Ann will be our last reading.
But it's been a great night, even with the smaller crowd, a good night of readings tonight. Some interesting questions.
Yeah, we did have some interesting questions. I can always sleep, Claudia.
I can't. He sleeps like a log while I toss and turn.
The dead.
Oh my God, like the dead, yes. 100%.
All right, your first card is the reversed Nine of Swords. Followed by the Knight of Chalices or Cups. That one's upright. And the Eight of Cups. So there's something that maybe is making you feel you could move towards something you're going to enjoy more. I don't think it's about a relationship so much because we've talked about that. But there are enjoyable things for you, pleasant encounters, people you like to be with, whatever it is, you're probably moving towards that, and maybe you're leaving behind something that is not as pleasant. And I think that's really summed up by the Nine of Swords in a way too, that maybe you've realized that you've wasted a bit of time worrying about people that maybe, it may not be that they don't care about you, but their concerns just can't really be your concerns anymore. It's really time for you to move on towards your own happiness. Maybe these were people who felt that you could help them, and maybe they vented on you emotionally or otherwise, and it just, you couldn't help them, and it certainly didn't help you.
Well, here's what I feel, Claudia. This is really nice reading. It's a very nice reading overall. I feel here that some of your anxieties and worries and fears, you've been able to kind of put to bed now. You may be going through a period of some emotional ups and downs. The Knight of Cups is generally a positive card. I'm going to say that. But when I see him here coupled with the Nine of Swords, whether it's upright or reversed, I feel it's showing that maybe some of your fears and anxieties were getting the better of you. If you were talking about not sleeping well and stuff like me, my own problems. But there, maybe some of your anxieties are now going to subside, and your emotions are really, coming more balanced. And look at the Eight of Cups here. I mean, the Eight of Cups to me indicates that you are moving into a much higher position, a firmer ground, a place where you will feel like there is more joy, there is more happiness. So consider this a journey, but it doesn't have to be an outward journey. It could mean that, in fact, you are planning on taking a trip. It could absolutely mean that would bring you joy. Or it could be a journey within that brings you more balance, more stability, and allays all the fears and anxieties possibly that have been keeping us awake at night.
So the Lenormand.
All right.
Lenormand. Come out. Oh.
That thing has been coming up constantly.
This is like the fourth or fifth time.
Holy cow.
The letter.
How many runes, Lenormand tiles do we have in here? And this came up again. Well, so if you're not job hunting, like Violet Ann, this could just be a letter from an institution. It could be a governmental body. It could be something important we're all, I don't know, if you live in Michigan, for example, we're expecting letters from
insurance.
Yes, our insurance companies. We're getting checks. We're getting money back from our auto insurance policies. Sort of. But anyway, so it could be something like that. It could have to do with taxes, the dreaded taxes.
That's what I thought, actually.
Yeah, go ahead. What did you have to add?
I thought it could be taxes, something like that. Lenormand's tower is not the same as Tarot's tower. It tends to just talk more about institutions in your life. Maybe it's a hospital, maybe it's a school or university. So that's more about things.
Oh my gosh.
What?
She's waiting on a lawsuit, and also she's going to see her daughter and grandkids.
Yeah, I saw
So
that.
you are taking a trip. That's awesome.
Okay, very cool. So maybe the letter is news about the lawsuit or
Could
that
be.
situation. These things don't necessarily have to be connected to
Right.
the greater reading and or the question that was posed there.
Especially when you ask for a general reading.
Yeah,
They
true
could be
enough.
separate things completely. And I think they are. I think you'll have a good time on your trip. I think you'll find it to be very uplifting.
Well, and if you get news or the settlement before then, whatever's going on, if it's a reward towards you, that will make the trip even nicer.
Yeah. So good luck with all of that, Claudia.
Good luck, Claudia.
Glad you stopped in. All right.
And Violent Ann is here.
Oh, really? Wow. Well, go get them.
Ah! Good luck.
Awesome.
New car, yes.
All right, Violet Ann. We are do that about the job.
Right. Okay, so your deck?
Yes. I guess I'll use the Pulp Tarot one more time. Our new...
Is this the one that you had the interview for, or that you were thinking you were going to have an interview for? Yeah, use the Pulp Tarot.
Well, I knew you applied for a job. Yeah, okay.
Or you were waiting to go to an interview? I'm not sure if I'm remembering that right.
So how do we want to do this? 3 cards? And maybe
Yeah.
a yes, no, if
And
it's
maybe
not
a
clear.
yes or no.
Okay. And that'll take us right up to the hour, I think.
Okay.
So it's the perfect place to stop. All right.
I love these red cards.
They're pretty. Well, and they're a crazy deck. There's just all these images, vintage. Do you want to call them vintage? I guess I call them retro images.
One more.
I do tell a little bit on our unboxing video, which will be coming out tonight or tomorrow, about how the artist created these images. So he definitely got them from source materials and worked a little magic on them. Oh, pooh. Well, we're starting with the Page of Wands reversed, but let's just see what comes out here. And interestingly enough, look what's come up again. The Nine of Swords reversed. And the Six of Wands reversed.
Okay, well, off the top of it, these are not the best cards for your question. The Nine of Swords maybe is suggesting that, of course, you're at the point, or you will be at the point of just giving up worrying about it, because there's probably nothing more to be done about it.
Right. The interview's done. It's in their hands.
The Page of Wands maybe indicates news you're not necessarily looking forward to, or delay in getting such news. And then the Six of Wands just doesn't seem to suggest that you're feeling like running a victory lap. It may not be saying you're not running a victory lap, but maybe you're just not getting it yet. So the worst case scenario, or the best case scenario, could be that there may be big delays getting the news even, let alone finding out that you got it. And that maybe this would contribute towards the idea that you're just going to let it go because it may be just taking too long.
Right. I feel here that, there's no sense, and I think you realize this, there's no sense in worrying about this. It's in their hands now. The Page of Wands indicates, though, that there could be delayed news or disappointing news. And the Six of Wands indicates that a victory is not coming. So it just seems like this one is not going to happen according to the cards. Prove us wrong.
Prove us wrong.
I want you to prove us wrong.
I dare ya.
And we'll be so happy if we're wrong. Well, let's see what he gets to go along with this. This is really interesting. Okay.
We take it all back?
No, not necessarily.
Okay, not necessarily.
But I want you to feel some hope. So I have the fox here. And the fox is often about employment and being an employee. And he's got the clover. And so I feel here that if this job does not turn out for you, something positive is going to develop after. There is something positive on the horizon for you with employment. I sure hope it happens for you soon. I know you've been struggling with this.
A possibility could be that maybe after this delay they say, well, we don't want you for this job, but we decided that maybe you might fit in this other job, and so they might pull you in another direction. Or that something may come out of that leads to this other thing, a stroke of luck somehow.
Well, and I wonder too, Violet Ann, if this isn't saying that maybe it's actually a lucky thing that you don't get this job for some reason. I mean, that's a possibility here too. Another thought that I had, which is highly possible, is maybe they do give the job to somebody else or offer it to somebody else, and then you get a rejection letter, but then those people don't take the job. And they come back to you. I could see any of these scenarios playing out.
Well, the funny thing is usually a rejection letter per se may not be set until after that person actually starts. I don't know. There's wiggle there, I guess.
It's hard to say.
Yeah.
I think different companies say it. They do things differently. But yeah, you might be right, but I'm not totally sure. I've been on hiring committees, but I've never had to send out the Dear John letters, so I don't know.
Well, they may want to know that their number one accepts before they tell number two, sorry,
Yeah, that is probably true. That is probably true. So, whatever the case may be, though, I believe something is opening up and may happen for you here out of the blue employment-wise. So, keep hope alive on this job, but the cards aren't very promising here for some reason right now. But the Lenormand is saying luck is on your side as far as getting a job goes. So keep at it.
Yeah, my feeling is that maybe it's not this one, but something lucky happens pretty soon afterwards.
Yeah. So good luck with that. Yeah, I think you're right, Angel. You're probably right about that.
It's probably a little more standard than not because they don't want to get caught.
Well, and like I said, it depends on the job, the size of the company, their policies, their procedures, and how they do their business. Some people have really rinky-dink ways of hiring. I keep thinking about that company you worked for many years ago.
The one that had the pit?
Yes. No. Did they have a pit too? The one that you...
quit after 1 week?
No. The one... The one where...
That was the one with the pit.
The horrible place that actually broke laws by accepting resumes from minority candidates and then throwing them immediately in the trash.
I worked there 4 years.
Yeah, I know.
And the economy was so bad I couldn't get out. In that time period, I must have put out over 100 resumes and had 2 or 3 interviews.
Yeah. So, I'm just saying it all depends how a company does their business, and some do it very shadily. But at any rate, good luck with that.
You're welcome, Violet Ann. Good luck.
And I wish you the best. And I think I really love seeing this combination here.
I do too. I think that's probably
powerful.
Showing something will work out for you in the end.
Yeah.
So hopefully you can hang on for that.
All right. So that's what we have for you.
And that concludes our show.
I'm looking at Angel's comments. Protection is familiar.
Yeah, I hope you get something good soon. Absolutely.
Yep. All right. So that's a show. And look at that. We're nearly right on time. For once.
So, happy birthday to Violet.
Yay!
Best wishes to Violet Ann. And good luck to everybody else.
In your quests and in your journeys. And we will see you at our happy hour on Saturday, hopefully, where you can get a positive single card message from Spirit.
Oh, am I supposed to show that card? There it is.
Here it is.
Happy hour!
Yay! All right. Hey, everybody. Have a great rest of your evening, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.